Oh, greetings, Lifeless Fantasy Football League. It's I, the Commissioner. Welcome to the Week 2 recap show, where I will tell you who won and who lost, and not really why they lost. Score kind of dictates that. So, without further ado, we're just going to jump right into this. Berserk Fury RTR defeats Smoke My Shorts 106-61, led by Greg Olson's 28 points. Moves the Berserk Furies to 2-0. Smoke My Shorts 0-2. Monthly plugs. Stops the bleeding and beats that Ashy to classy, but he's still not classy, so we'll just keep him Ashy. 126-79. Blake Bortles leads the way for 27 points. For the plugs, they get things stopped with bleeding stop. He stopped the flow, and it's good. Josh Gordon's highway sales, auto sales, sorry, defeats the overpaid convicts. Okay, it's weird how highway sales and overpaid convicts got together, but the highway auto sales team defeats the convicts 122-98, led by Eric Decker's 29 points. I'm trying to make a little joke there. So good job, Josh Gordon. You still got 2 more weeks on your suspension, so keep selling those cars. We have the Lord Run Kings beats Black Dog FRL's 98-92. Denver's defense for 27 points to lead the way. That's what you got going for you, Nate. You know, what the defense do you talking? Okay, I see you. All right, and the Redcoats gets into the board on the win column. Defeats Logical Intercourse, because it's always logical. 97-89. Carson Palmer with 35 points to lead the way for the Redcoats. Prozac Puffers, welcome to the 2016 season. I know you had a bye last week, but way to get on that board real quick. Beats the Barney's Bastards 122-69. Matt Forte leads the way with 35 points. Our bye week competitor this week was the Philadelphia Boxcars. Puts up 115 points. Once again, I think we should have a prize for most points put on a bye week. Right now, Prozac Puffers is leading because I think he put up 124 or something last week. I'll look into that. That's actually not a bad idea. But so yeah, that's how that goes. Lord Run Kings is leading the High Point team with 154 points from week 1. Drew Brees, 43 points on Lord Run Kings from week 1, is our High Point player. I haven't really heard from anybody, but I just thought I might address this real quick. The whole forgot his name already. Todd Gurley, drop ad thing, if anybody was even worried about. This is kind of what happened. And I talked to Dave about this day of it happening. Dave is the owner of his league. His son is being the GM. So the son's kind of doing the day-to-day things, and Dave's just kind of overseeing it. So it's just a learning experience is what it's been termed to me, is what's going on here. So the GM basically saw that Todd Gurley was not performing in week 1, and then, because he's, I don't know exactly his age, but young, we'll say, younger than me, got ambitions like, look, I don't want anybody on my score, on my team scoring points, so that's how he got dropped. And of course, at the point in time, I made a move for Spencer Ware, and then I saw that, which I just like a half an hour thing, and I don't question stuff, I just act, so I picked him up immediately. And then, so at probably about a half an hour to an hour after that point in time, Dave calls me, and about, to kind of go what happened, or go over what happened, and that's kind of was GM just disgruntled with some players real quick, but didn't talk to the owner first. That happened, and then because the person who I initially wanted was picked up by Bernie before the Dave phone call, too many chips had gone down the stream to kind of backtrack on it. So Dave was okay with it, just to let everyone know. So that's kind of what happened. So just GM got overzealous, young GM, they make crazy moves. That's what it is, and yeah. So that's where we're at. I was gonna try, and if Bernie hadn't picked up Spencer Ware, I could have made the swap back and switched everything, it would have been fine, but Barney's like, learning experience, we're moving on. So that's how that works. Learning experience, young GM, moving forward. So if anybody had any thoughts, questions, concerns, hostilities, rages, collusion ideas, that's kind of what went down. So with that, I'm going to get out of here because my daughter has not realized I'm down here taping this right now. So I'm going to get out of here, see what she's doing upstairs because it's been quiet for way too long. Talk to you guys next week. Out.